We're your hosts. I'm Travis Kelce. This is my big brother, Jason Kelce, out of Cleveland Heights, Ohio. Shout out to the Heights and shout out to the Cincinnati Bearcats headed to the Liberty Bowl versus the Naval Academy.
Good old-fashioned Liberty Bowl, Birmingham, Alabama. Is it still in Birmingham, Alabama?
I don't think so.
It moved?
The Liberty Bowl for me was in Memphis, Tennessee.
No, that was the Belk Bowl.
That was in Charlotte.
Really?
Yeah.
So the Liberty Bowl moved to Memphis. It was at UAB Stadium in Birmingham, Alabama when I played in it.
There you go.
Right? Or am I thinking of a different bowl?
I think you're thinking of Papa John's Bowl.
I am thinking of the PapaJohns.com Bowl. All right. Sorry, Liberty Bowl.
Let's go, Cats, baby. Finish this year off right. Subscribe on YouTube, Wondery Plus, wherever you get your podcasts, and follow the show on all social media at New Heights Show with one S for fun clips throughout the week. Jason, please. This is where you tell everyone what we're going to talk about.
Well, 92%ers, we've got a incredibly depressing football portion of this great episode. We're going to recap the Chiefs-Texans game as well as the loss of the Eagles in overtime to the Chargers. But we will get into a lot more NFL discussions that will hopefully be more joyous. We're going to get into all that in a minute. But first, we're always going to start with a little bit of that new news. New news is brought to you by American Express.
Ooh.
Biggest piece of new news is Travis has been the Chiefs nominee for Walter Payton Man of the Year. This is your third nomination. How many times have you been nominated? Four?
Three or four. Yeah.
In particular, you're nominated for your work with Operation Breakthrough. For those of you who are unfamiliar with Walter Payton Man of the Year, it's kind of all encompassing. It's turned into one of the greatest honors you can receive in the NFL. A lot of it comes down to charitable work and community work, but it also comes down to how you are as a player and the values and everything that you kind of exude as an NFL player to your teammates and city. And, it's named after the late, great Walter Payton. His family is still involved in giving out this award. So it is a incredible honor to be nominated for it. Trav, what are your thoughts? Obviously, you've been nominated before.
Yeah. I was nominated last year, maybe not the year before that, but a year or two prior to that one. Obviously, you don't do the work and you're not who you are to the community and to the teams for the award. You're not doing this in hopes that you one day could be it. So I just do it because I love seeing these kids have something that they wouldn't have otherwise. I love doing it to support what Operation Breakthrough means to this community. And I love doing things with my foundational team because my foundation team is amazing and they find ways to give back to the community and they find events that bring the community closer together. And it's just an honor. And it's obviously representing a whole lot more people than just myself. I think the Chiefs community outreach is second to absolutely none. And that shows in how many Walter Payton Man of the Years we've had in Kansas City and the tradition that Lamar Hunt embedded in this organization back in the 60s and 70s of how, he was going to make sure that the fans that are showing up and the community that's showing up is going to, see us give back to them for how much they show up for us on Sundays, man. And it's just an absolute honor to represent this organization, to represent my foundation, and even more so to represent Operation Breakthrough and all the kids and all the amazing things that they're doing over there.
Well, congratulations, Trav. Listen, I think you do so much for that community in Kansas City. And really, Philadelphia community, you've been involved with the Eagles Autism Challenge. You do so much surrounding the NFL and the landscape and supporting the fans and different communities that the teams are in. So back in Cleveland, couldn't happen to a more deserving guy. Well done.
Thank you, man. And thank you to all the 92%ers who shared their Spotify Wrapped because we were the number one sports podcast on Spotify of the 2025 year. Obviously, a lot of familiar faces up there.
Incredible podcasts up here. Yep.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Bussin' with the Boys made the list. We got our guy, Pat McAfee.
Part of my take.
Bunch of friends on there that are all well deserving of it. But thank you guys for posting all that. And tuning in, week out. We also heard from a bunch of 92%ers who got their YouTube recap, but wanted to specifically shout out Rachel, who was in our top 0.1% of viewers.
That's amazing.
Pretty crazy. Rachel said, safe to say I look forward to Wednesdays. As she posted a picture of her literally being top 0.1% of viewers.
That's awesome. Shout out to Rachel. Well done. It was awesome seeing a bunch of people posting, where they're at in the percentages and how many minutes. I don't know if that was on YouTube or if that was a Spotify thing, but the end of the year recaps.
Did you look at your Spotify?
I don't know
rap?
how to do it. Where is it at?
You go to Spotify, and I'm pretty sure it's just
free Spotify ad. It's fine with it. I'm cool with it. Is it in? Where's it at?
It should be in home.
Oh, it's time for your 2025 Wrapped. All right, we're ready for you. Swipe up. You listened 13,388 minutes, 254 genres.
That's a lot of genre. That's
right?
way more than a lot of people for sure.
My top genre is doo-wop.
Oh, me and you are. What was it's going to tell you your average age.
Ooh. So doo-wop is more because I sing a lot of doo-wop songs to Finny. For some reason, she stops crying when I sing like Fleetwood's and some of the like doo-wop music from back in the day.
Okay.
Then obviously I'm always been an outlaw country guy. Mm-hmm. Synth pop, big synth pop, children's music. Yep. This is all adding up. Beach music. All right. Here we go. Age. Don't take this personally. Oh my God.
What is it?
That's embarrassing.
What is it?
83.
83. Nice. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I'm older than Dad.
I was 68. Yeah. I'm right underneath that.
That's hilarious.
Nice. Well, it's always fun to see what your average age is compared to your Spotify and the songs you're listening to.
That wraps up New News, brought to you by American Express.
Let's get to some fan mentions. We got a fun basket weave mention from EAW7354. The official way to hold garagers. The old double hand.
I just want to be like, that's not a basket weaving style technique, right? The basket weaving's hand over hand, or is that basket weaving?
I didn't write basket weave in here.
Have you ever held a beer by two hands? I don't think I've ever done that.
Not crossed like that.
I kind of want to try it. Ball security, beer security.
Beer security. That sounds like a TV show.
By the way, I do want to point out, outside of the doo-wop album, because I play that every night when I'm singing to Finny. Mm-hmm. Second album.
Tay-Tays?
You know it.
That was number one for me.
Damn it.
I don't have any.
Kids are singing to see. I can't sing Tay songs. I'm not that. Dad, you're really off pitch here.
You can sing along. Yeah. You can sing along. They're catchy.
They are. All righty. Bold topics to wrap up week 14. Let's start with Sunday Night Football. Chiefs 10, Texans 20. Trav, I'll let you take it away, brother.
Yeah, man. It's been a tough fucking go around for the past 2 days. Yeah. It's just, you put in all this fucking work in hopes that it pays off. And right now it just, for whatever fucking reason, man, it's little things. It's, I don't know, discipline. I feel like I've always had the answers in years past. And this year I just can't find them. And I keep thinking if I show up to work and I put in the work and I fix the issues, through my practice habits and through perfecting the game plan and my fundamentals and what I'm being taught, and go out there and try and play my ass off for my guys next to me, it's all going to come together like it has in years past. And this year's just not, man. Yeah. Not to say that I won't keep doing that. It's all that I can do. It's all that I'm going to always show up to work and fucking give it my all. And if there's a game to be played, I'm going to fucking make it the most important game of the world.
Yeah.
But obviously looking at the playoffs, this is a tough reality to be in. Especially with, I don't know, just how we've always found a way in years past. So it's a shitty fucking feeling, especially dropping the fucking ball late in the game like that when we were on our last fucking chance to make something shake. It's a shitty feeling, man.
I hear you.
You put in all this work to, be there for your guys, and I just wasn't that. I do
got to point out, I think that catch would have been pretty damn impressive catch. That was a tough one. You're running all the way over here and you're trying to reach back. I know you always hold yourself to a high standard, but that would have been a tough catch. I'll say this. Again, it's another game that was right there, right? And we knew going into it, the Texans had a great defense. We knew Chiefs had a great defense, and it was going to come down to the team that made the fewest mistakes. And at the end of the day, with the drop passes and things at the end of the game, even throughout the game, there were multiple times where you guys had the opportunities, and it's just like, It's just been a very weird year for the Chiefs. And you guys have been in, I mean, what is it, 7 straight? This was the first time in 9 seasons you guys aren't going to win the AFC West or whatever it is since 2015. You know, I think sometimes the ball just doesn't fall your way. And you guys have had the epitome of that this year. Yeah, I don't know. I know it's frustrating. I know that, you know, it's the competitor you are and, you know, how badly you want it, how badly Pat wants it, the work you guys put in. So I feel for you for sure. And I know that game in particular was a frustrating one because of what it meant, but
it's frustrating, but we got 4 games left and go put my fucking heart on the line for these guys because they deserve that. Chiefs Kingdom, you guys deserve that. And we're going to keep this thing fucking rolling, man.
What is the mindset? You guys just one game at a time, just got the Chargers this week?
Yeah. I mean, obviously we don't necessarily control our own destiny at this point. Like I said, we need some things to happen outside of us winning all our games. So that's all you can do, man. You got the Chargers coming in and you just get after them.
I just feel like if you guys get the 10-7 this year in the AFC, that'll sneak in at a wild card, but one game at a time.
Yep.
4 games left. Yeah. What do the Chiefs have to get fixed the most? What are you guys the most focused on?
Critical situations towards the end of games showing up. I mean, obviously drop passes.
The drops were the thing that stood out to me watching it.
Missed blocks in key situations that could, you know, spark big runs, spark big plays, and scoring touchdowns. You got to score touchdowns in this league, man. And field goals aren't gonna cut it. I think it's just details on all phases. Even though I thought our defense fucking showed up and played a hell of a game against the Texans this week.
Chris Jones, my God,
he was showing his heart, man. That's for sure.
Spags was dialing up all these blitzes. I mean, it was a fun game to watch from the defense for sure. They were doing everything they could.
And shout out to the Texans, man. They made plays when they needed to.
They got good players over there, man. That defense is freaking. It's the best in the NFL right now. And
yeah,
D'Amico Ryans. It's kind of, dude. Every single person on that staff I played with in Philly. It's kind of amazing considering how they all have and not a lot of them weren't even there together. Like D'Amico's the head coach, Matt Burke's the DC. Corey Unland's in the backfield. Billy Davis, who was the DC when Chip was here, is the linebackers coach. I mean, it's whenever I'm at Houston, I'm like, God dang, this is like former Philadelphia right here. But yeah, they're rolling on defense, man. Those guys are doing a great job coaching those guys up, and they have great players. I do got to shout out Esapole. Played good, man. The biggest thing I was worried about was the offensive line, and he played against who I think is one of the best players in the NFL and has been for a while, Daniil Hunter, and he held his own. More than held his own.
No,
really,
he came in and yeah, I was extremely proud of him, happy as hell for him. And when I tell you, man, you want to talk about a guy that was just fucking happy to play ball, man.
Yeah.
Out there, high energy, no matter what the situation was, seemed like he was ready to fucking get after it.
That's awesome.
A guy like that who's just kind of itching at the bit to be able to get out there and show the world what he's got, man. The big athletic guy, man. And happy as hell for him. Just wish we could have got the win for him. We got the Chargers this week, obviously coming off a win against the Eagles as we're about to get into, man. A team we know, a team that knows us, and they're rolling too. Harbaugh's got them playing their best fucking ball, and Herbert's playing lights out. And yeah, we're gonna have our hands full, man. Let's go ahead and get to this Eagles-Chargers game though on a little Monday night out there in Los Angeles. Jason, you kind of summed up the game by tweeting FML. If you want to tell everybody why you tweeted that.
It was a frustrating game to watch as an Eagles fan. You know, we just continually kept kicking ourselves in the foot, and I mean, it was turnovers, penalty down low takes us off the 2-yard line. I mean, it was just one thing after the other. Very frustrating game. It felt like there was more to be had. It did feel like we were starting to click. And then every second we got into the red zone, turnover. Every single time we got a chance to get a touchdown, we get knocked back and kick a field goal. We missed a field goal. I mean, it's just not too much different than the Chiefs game. And it's like, man, we had our opportunities, more than our opportunities. And we did a lot of really good things in the game. Against a really good team, against a really good defense. Like the Chargers defense is one of the better units in the NFL. Statistically and personnel wise, one of my favorite defensive players in the league, and Derwin James over there. Love watching that guy every chance I get to see him play. So yeah, just a really frustrating game, and it ended in a very frustrating fashion where we're putting together a great drive, playing outstanding ball in overtime, driving the length of the field, and then the interception to lose. It was just a gut-wrenching way to end that one. And, we needed to get some momentum back. And unfortunately, a very sloppy game, again, leaves the Eagles in another week of frustration. And listen, if we take care of business and don't have these mistakes, it's going in a different direction, and we're rolling. So it was a frustrating game. You
mentioned that last turnover that kind of sealed it. But 8 combined turnovers.
Dude, it was nuts.
6
it was like the ball was in butter.
Quarter alone.
I don't even know like what.
It's insane. There's a few. On
the one play, obviously, it had the interception from Jalen. They pick it up. We force a fumble. Jalen recovers it. And then while he's still trying to get control of that thing, he fumbles it. It was just a comedy of turnovers all game long. There
were a lot of what the fuck plays. And Hurts actually became the first player since 1978 with 2 turnovers on the same play, which tells you how rare that shit is when it happens. But 6 in the second quarter alone is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it was a horrendous game of ball security, which is not. Listen, Jalen, I know the last couple of weeks have been rough for him. This is one of the things he's done well his whole career, is taking care of the football. And it's unfortunately been 2 out of, I guess, character or not common games from him and from our team that have really cost us. I mean, this offense has been so stagnant in like the 3 and outs, and it's like struggled to get anything going the last couple of weeks. This team the defense is great. The defense was phenomenal in this game, outside of the Bears game and maybe one other one against the Giants. They've been great all season. Offensively, they're looking for who they are. It looks like they're looking for that identity, right? And there's so many good pieces, and all these plays are great individual plays for this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy. And it's just, who are we and what are we going to be about? And throughout Jalen's tenure, and I think what lends itself to the best for this team is, man, we gotta attack the line of scrimmage with one of the best running backs in the game and just repeatedly stick to that, and then take our shots down the field. It doesn't need to be this like kind of crazy, outlandish thing. And I know everybody's talking about the scheme and whatnot. There were plays in this game to be had. There were opportunities. Guys were open. Yeah. I thought that, quite frankly, we had a really good game offensively.
I thought you guys did.
Outside of the
turnovers are crazy.
Yeah. And I think that there's some positive things moving forward. First of all, the defense is still playing out of their mind. But listen, if that run game can keep going like that, you got stretch working. You can do a lot of things off a stretch. You got split zone, attacking the line of scrimmage. I know everybody talks about under center versus gun. I really just think about it like just build a wall, get running off the ball, and make those guys stop that. In order to stop that, you gotta commit to the line of scrimmage, and then that opens things behind them. And they're a good team as well. Jesse Minter did some things that threw us off on plays here and there. That's going to happen.
Yeah,
I thought it was overall. There's a lot of positive to take away from the game, in a game that looks really negative because of the extremely bad plays that happened. There were some good things, in my opinion, on that tape. I thought the guys ran block better than they have in a while. I thought the tight ends did a pretty darn good job in this game for the most part. And yeah, I mean, uncharacteristic game for Jalen. He cleans that up. Full confidence he will. And the defense keeps playing like this. I know that's a lot of ifs and buts and candies and nuts. But yeah.
I hear you, Coach Kelce. Does getting Lane Johnson back soon help? Yes, of course it does. Why is that even a question? Hopefully you guys can get him back. Hopefully Landon's not too banged up. Then he can keep things rolling. I know he got a little banged up and came out for a quick second.
Yeah, I think he had a calf injury. I think that's what it was listed, but he came back in late, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe just keep it moving. A positivity rabbit. So this has been a thing with the offensive line for a while now?
No, this is the first time it showed up. I thought it was Landon because it feels like Landon's sense of humor. Landon said it wasn't him. I have no idea where this fucking rabbit came from.
There you go. It showed up today, and the offensive lineman stressed to me that they are not sad. They just wanted good vibes bunny. This is from Ashley Sullivan. I would assume a reporter out there in the Philly area.
At the end of the week, this positivity rabbit showed up in the locker room. And obviously this is kind of like somebody trying to, it's a lot of negativity in Philadelphia and before the game for an 8-4 team that's first in their division and certainly looking like they're going to be in the playoffs. I think the team was trying to make a statement like, hey, we're all in on this together. We feel like we're still the real deal.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest, I don't really like the rabbit. I think it's kind of like, it's a little hokey, but listen, if they like it, who the fuck? I don't really give a fuck that much, but you got to go back it up. You go out there and you turn the ball over a bunch and largely you're the reason that you lose the game. Rabbit's got to fucking eat carrots. Get the fuck out of here, Rabbit.
Get the antics out of here. I hear you.
Bad vibe. It didn't work. What did they say about it? So it showed up today and the offensive line stressed to me they are not sad. They just wanted good vibes, bunny. So you're asking, Brandon, should they ditch the rabbit or double down with more rabbits?
Just put more rabbits in. Which way do you go with this? You're saying get rid of it?
I think they tried it. It didn't work. You got to ditch the rabbit. I mean, the whole thing's got to go.
It's got to go. Yeah, I kind of agree with you.
Or do you double down? It's a good question.
Do you put different holiday mascots in there? Do you get a leprechaun? Do you get?
I mean, the more rabbits is funny. I don't know how much you want to joke around about just
at this point, fucking
a season going in the wrong direction right now. But
if I'm losing, not winning, we got to get rid of that shit.
That's I honestly, if I'm being very brutally honest, I thought it was a surprise to see the rabbit because I'm like, it's a sign of just like too much like joking around with something that I think is like actually like you should be really fucking pissed off with the way you're playing. And it's okay to be positive, but like, this is something you do when everything's rolling and you're freaking performing well. You don't do antics like this when you've shit the bed for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, we got a Monsters Fun Day football. Is this a Jason Kelce Monsters Inc.?
It is. This is pretty cool.
What is this?
ESPN does this altcast. This is at least the second year they did it. Last year they did it as Simpsons characters, but they somehow they do it with like AI or some animation program or whatever, but it mimics the game happening. I think Dan Orlovsky and Mina Kimes and I forget who else is on the call, maybe Jeremy Fowler. I don't know, but there's a whole nother like broadcast happening. Yeah. And they did it this year in the Monsters Inc. style. And Swag and I did the pregame show for it.
Nice.
And we were monsters for the pregame show of the altcast. And I mean, I just love the beard.
That's great.
And then look at the eyebrows. They made sure not to
thick as shit. You already know. That's not Jason Kelce unless you throw some thick ass eyebrows on there.
Dude, this would be fun to just wear this as my outfit though. Just get like a collar with a.
You're insane. That's pretty good though. The Eagles got the Raiders at home next week though.
They do. I know the Raiders had a rough season this year. Obviously, they've already fired Chip Kelly, offensive coordinator. Hasn't gone their way, but it's still the NFL, man. Any team can win any given Sunday, and the Eagles need to get some momentum going. They have to go out there and perform.
Yeah.
I really feel strongly they need to figure out what the identity is that they want to do. And I think they were closer to doing that this last week. I think when something's working, I would love to see them just continue to press that. You know what I mean? It feels like a lot of the times they do something that works and then they're on to the next thing that they went into the game wanting to do. It's like, hold on. Hey, if we're doing this really good, if Saquon's rolling with these types of plays, make them defend that. If they can't show that they can defend that, bro, keep taking it. Some of the spread things are interesting. I thought they adjusted well with empty where, when they do those like zero, they know you're in 5-man protection. So they just read the guards, make you hot, and then you got to get rid of the ball. If you want to live in empty, you need to move the back around a lot. Put the back in the backfield, motion them out. Put the back in the backfield, motion them out, bring them back in.
Listeners of the latest New Heights podcast were treated to an unforgettable surprise today when NFL star Travis Kelce serenaded his fiancée, pop superstar Taylor Swift, with a heartfelt birthday song. leaving co-host and brother Jason Kelce utterly stunned. The December 10th episode started off with the usual banter, but things quickly took a turn when Travis, with a playful grin, asked for a brief moment to celebrate someone very special. Without warning, Travis launched into a soulful rendition of Happy Birthday, his voice warm and genuine. The moment was filled with raw emotion, making even the usually unflappable Jason sit back in disbelief, eyes wide as the Kansas City Chiefs tied and poured his heart out over the airwaves. Listeners could almost hear Jason's jaw hit the floor as Travis wrapped up the song with a sweet shout-out to Taylor. Fans immediately took to social media, speculating about the depth of Travis and Taylor's relationship, and if wedding bells might be ringing sooner than expected. With this unexpected, touching moment, the Kelce brothers have sparked even more curiosity about what's next for the NFL's most talked-about couple. Stay tuned. This love story is just getting started.